new data this morning really putting a spotlight on the ongoing tourism slump that our city is facing. According to the UNLV Center for Business and Economic Research, our city hosted 3.1 million visitors in the month of July this year. That is a 12% drop from July of last year. Harry Reid International saw a 5.7% decline in passengers in total from this time last year, and domestic traffic was down 5.5% and international travel down 3.3%. And when we talk about international travel, our city is still facing this ongoing issue with getting Canadian visitors to come back and party here in Las Vegas. According to the latest data from Harry Reid International, the average number of inbound seats from flights from Canada here to Vegas has decreased by more than 18% compared to last year. Now, there are a few reasons for this. We have the president who was threatening the whole 51st state thing and really put off a lot of Canadians. You also have tariffs in the mix. And when it comes to the ongoing trade war, the Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority is well aware of what's going on. In fact, Steve Hill, who is the head of the LVCVA, says that they are planning to go up to Canada and roll out a plan to get visitors to come back here.
That's a long-term relationship, and we're going to figure that out. I'm actually going on a trade mission, sales mission to Canada in just a couple of weeks. We're sponsoring an event in Toronto in about 4 weeks. So we're continuing to reach out there.
And then, of course, the LVCVA just launched on Thursday Night Football right here on Channel 3, the new ad campaign, Welcome to Fabulous Las Vegas, a nod to the iconic sign right there on the strip, hoping that people will feel fabulous and come back to our city. Well, let's talk it out where we are right now with the help of the Nevada Independent's Howard Stutz. Howard, we talked months ago when the president was doing the whole 51st state thing with Canada, and I have a neighbor who lives behind me. They normally live in Canada, but when it gets a little chilly up there, they'll come down here and spend time in Las Vegas. They told me they purposely were boycotting Las Vegas because of the president's talk. I know you have done a lot of reporting on this. Is this what you found as well?
Yeah, exactly, Kim. Good morning. Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it. Yeah, that's been the talk is that there's still a boycott going on. We'll get some good signs though, in the next few months. There's as this ad campaign kicks in, we'll see if this resonates. The message, Steve Hill went to Vancouver a week ago. He's now going on another venture, I guess, and he's trying to, they're trying to just soothe over whatever feelings there are and move forward. So we'll see if all this works.
Bill Hornbuckle, the president, CEO of MGM Resorts, was just in New York next week saying, I saw a headline that Las Vegas is dead. Not the truth, that we are a resilient community and we should be coming back. I know things that you're going to be looking to are the August figures when they come in at the end of this month. Then obviously we'll be able to check out moving forward October numbers and the like. We have the Canelo Crawford fight coming up. We have the Global Gaming Expo coming in October. Do you believe convention business will help us get kind of back on track?
That will help because you also will see, different rates that go up for the month. Each month. That's the biggest question is with the ad campaign. It was very nice. It kind of was a throwback to the, what happens here stays here in a little bit, but is it addressing the issue that's going on? The overlying issue is that is Vegas outpriced itself, that we've gone completely over the top in pricing. And we've all seen that anecdotal information, Kim. And it's just right now, we know room rates are down from where they were a year ago. Come October, we've got, like you said, Global Gaming Expo. Canada usually sends a huge delegation to Global Gaming Expo. And we'll see if they are coming. Earlier in the year, they told me no, but they seem to have softened. So I think they'll be here. Global Gaming Expo.
I was just going to ask you that as far as the people you've been chatting with as far as Canadian travel and whether they are sort of over the whole 51st state thing, if they are willing to kind of leave that behind and come experience Las Vegas again. Do you think the resorts aren't really quote unquote getting it when we talk about the value in Las Vegas? Over the summer, it was only Resorts World that dropped their resort fees, if you will. Everyone else pretty much kind of nothing to see here, business as usual.
Well, let's put it this way. Nobody's going to drop the resort fee. That is a national thing, a national trend for the hotels all over the country. You pay a resort fee of some sort for parking, whatever. That's not going to change. I think what's if pricing in some of the restaurants start coming down, there's more deals on shows. I mean, I saw something this morning that they're saying that the Sphere is bringing in $1 million, whatever, on a day or a month on these on this the Wizard of Oz show. So that's gained a lot of good attention. So that will help draw people here. We know in November that Formula One will be back, and that same weekend as Formula One, you're going to have a University of Hawaii versus UNLV football game. That is always bringing a huge crowd from Southern California and Hawaii. And that's on Friday night. On Sunday, the Raiders are playing the Cleveland Browns. So they're looking at those type of weekends to see, events and everything to drive people back here to town.
I know. I'm so glad football season is back. And I keep saying, can the NFL save Las Vegas? And it's a little tongue in cheek, but we are a resilient group. We've been there, done that in the past, and always come out of it. So we will continue to follow your reporting in the Nevada Independent. And we encourage everyone to get the free daily newsletter, the Daily Indy. Great stuff, and we appreciate your time, Howard Stutz.
Anytime, Kim. Thanks for having me on.
Thank you.